r/ask Reddit. What is something everyone should know how to do at age 30? Not throw water on a grease fire. I'm still waiting for the opportunity to shine with my knowledge on how to properly put out that kind of fire. For some reason my food never bursts into flame while I'm cooking. I set my popcorn pot on fire by heating the oil and forgetting to add the kernels in my mom's house a few years ago. Thank God she was there and knew how to put it out because I was useless. All I did was scream. I'm really sorry, but I'm picturing you freaking out like a sim while your mom puts out the fire, and it's hilarious. Also, I just realized this thread says by age 30, which means that I still have 6 years to learn how to put out my popcorn fires. Turn the stove top off, slide something flat but not flammable, cutting board, cookie sheet, over the top of the pan, wait 15 seconds, slide it off, fire should be out. Accept responsibility for their mistakes. Shut your mouth. Not every thought is appropriate in every situation. Know what to say and when it's okay to say it. Along with this, learn how to be quiet. Learn to listen to a conversation. Laundry. It amazes me how many grown-ass adults still rely on their parents to do their laundry. To further, doing laundry properly, clothing lasts longer when you follow the directions on the tag of the article. I've been doing my own laundry since I was 10, but only doing it properly the last handful of years. I'm not proud. So you're saying I'm not supposed to chuck it all in together on cold? You are when you're paying $2.75 per load. Shit, $2.75 load? The big washers at my local laundromat are $5.25. Dryers are either 4 minutes or 6 minutes per quarter. So one load with a mix of everything plus dry time gets to be $10 plus. The $2.75 washers can hold like 5 towels. Have a hobby that doesn't make life miserable and can help balance out work-life stress, if any. I started quilting about a year and a half ago. It has helped improve my life so much, and as a bonus I am so much warmer. I thought this said quitting at first and was just like, well, yup, that's one way to deal with work stress. My friends and I are really into board games and card games. Every Wednesday night for the past 5 years we've gotten together for guys night where we play tabletop games and just relax and wind down. My wife has a girls night that night with her friends, and it's a very healthy balance that gives us that nice mental break in the middle of the week. How to avoid scams. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You get a job on Craigslist and someone sends you a check to buy work tools, but sent you too much and now you have to MoneyGram $3,000 back to them. Yep, that's a scam and your bank isn't going to reimburse you for a bad check you deposited and spent the funds from. Also, if it sounds too bad to be true, your power will be shut off in 30 minutes if you don't pay now. Yes, if someone calls and says your child, grandchild, niece is in jail and needs bail money via MoneyGram, please call said relative and confirm their whereabouts before heading to Walmart. Yes, even if they tell you there is a gag order, call anyway. This happened to a friend's grandfather. They sent one payment and then was about to send another when a bank teller basically forced him to call the grandson. He was shocked he was not in jail or in any trouble. When I was 16 I had a $600 digital cosmetic skin for a game that I lost. Go. Guess I learned my lesson early. I lost a rune kit shield to a guy who claimed he could make it gilded. RIP. Budget. 29. Budget for nose beers on the weekend. 30. Budget for formula and comfort for newborn baby. Budgeting always changes but always stays in your best interest. Best thing to learn by far. Talk to new people without seeming hostile or easily defensive. Some people I know really struggle with this, and if they don't learn to adapt that will be one hard life. It's very nice to duck I meet you, pal. Okay, shake my hand now. I think a better word for it is feeling threatened. Social anxiety gets compounded by the fact that you genuinely see strangers as threatening. You try to suppress and deny it, but underlying emotions have a way of coming out in other ways. It's a major battle to overcome, but it's well worth the effort. I still have a long way to go to completely overcome social anxiety, but I've come a long way from how I used to be. Be okay with being by themselves. Many people keep toxic friendships or relationships going since they are afraid of being alone. It's also the interesting thing in my experience where the more people are comfortable being by themselves, the more approachable they are. The way I see it is the only person you're ever guaranteed to have stick around your entire life is yourself. So you have two options to choose from. You can dislike that person, or you can befriend them. I'm definitely not saying it's easy. It took me from age 17 through to 21 to befriend myself, and that was with the help of a counselor. But I can say my life has definitely improved since I did decide to befriend myself. Cook. Yes, you don't have to be Heisenberg, but at least have some idea how to cook for yourself in case your connection dries up. I like to cook, but I made it deep into my 30s without knowing how to do too much past read the instructions on the box. Michael Ruhlman's books were amazing for expanding my skills, particularly Ratios and 20. Really good, straightforward explanations of cooking techniques and baking principles, and then easy ways to expand on them and feel comfortable experimenting. Highly recommended. How to write professional emails. I'm amazed at how many people older than me just cannot seem to get it. Take me off this mailing list. Replies all to the entire department. Use a turn signal. If you are already turning when you turn your signal on, you are doing it wrong. 100 feet before you turn or change lanes at least. How to identify health concerns and be proactive regarding health risks they are predisposed to. I just go to WebMD and end up with a terminal cancer self-diagnosis. No need to go to the doc if I'm already dead dying. Ask for things you want. Simple. My wife and I will be at the grocery store. We need to get 5 feet down the aisle for something, but someone is blocking the aisle with their cart and body. She will get this disappointed look on her face and suggest going all the way around the next aisle to get where we need. I always refuse and say, watch this. Excuse me mom, can we get by you real quick? Bam, done. Also, spatial awareness. Drink responsibly. Or if you can't drink responsibly, learn not to drink. That as well. I don't drink at all anymore. Wash dishes properly. It baffles me how some people clean dishes and put them in the rack with food still caked on. I don't understand. When you go to pack it away, do you not see food still on it? Do you not care? When you serve people with dirty cutlery, do you not feel embarrassed? I'm triggering myself just thinking about it. Develop a mental health plan with healthy coping mechanisms. Stop taking your shit out on other people. Basic personal accounting. Cook, lay eggs. What do if there is a fire? Roast a chicken. Scramble an egg and cook without depending on a microwave. Once you get those things down, you can make anything. I can cook, but to be honest I can't figure out a time that roasting your own chicken is either better or more economical than buying a Publix or Kroger rotisserie chicken. They're like $4 to $5, and a raw whole chicken is regularly $10 to $12. Plus also the Publix rotisserie chicken is ducking delicious. Find the clitoris and not rub it like you are trying to start a lawnmower in hyperspeed. I wish. What kind of lawnmower do you own that you give it a rub to start it? Bullshitting your way out of sticky situations. Easy if you have a high charisma stat. Your taxes. Laughs in the rest of the world where the government do taxes for you. If government responsibilities and services can be converted into a sprawling for-profit business, the US will find a way. General home maintenance. Fix the sink, toilet, doorknobs, switches, landscaping. Basic preventative maintenance on their own car. Saves time and money and means you know how to do something with your hands. You can learn almost 100% of what you need to know on YouTube, and most jobs can be completed in an hour or less. Kinda depends on having a garage driveway and willingness to do work in freezing temps. Write a good resume. Most of the sources I've found for how to do this conflict. Generally speaking, most templates will do. You can use the template given on Word or you can Google some basic ones. It really comes down to formatting, content, and clarity. First and foremost, 8/10 times there are many applicants vying for one position. Basic mistakes can get you pushed aside immediately. Misspellings, overcrowding, and undercrowding. Your text, Ridiculous fonts. Make sure everything is evenly spaced so it looks organized and worth reading. Always get someone to look it over if it's your first real res. Congrats, you didn't get tossed. On to the more important stuff. Your name should be the largest font on the page or at least the most clear and up at the top. Times New Roman is standard but other adjacent fonts can be fine. The most important part of the resume is content. Some jobs want your experiences listed in chronological order, but if that's not specifically stated, list your most relevant experiences first. That's what people will see and remember. We don't care about the extra stuff. For each position job experience listed, include the position title, start and end date, and a few bullets summarizing the tasks you did. Use parallel verbs. Led team of, created lessons for. Don't lie about experiences but don't be afraid to really sell yourself here. Use keywords from the application call. If they're looking to add someone to a team, use language that reflects your ability to work with others. If they're looking for a managerial role, use language that reflects leadership skills. Bonus tip, keep a master list of all of your experiences on another document. This one doesn't have to be pretty but you'll want them all listed for future use. Happy hunting. Using some initiative and give stuff a go. It's amazing how easy some things are by just simply trying and researching. I learned how to replace screens on iPhones back in the 4 days. Built a couple of stud walls with functional doors. Laid floating floorboards in 3 rooms. It's amazing how much you can accomplish and the $$ you save by having a go. Basic sewing repairs, like sewing on a button and applying a patch. Invest. Do you really want to be 70 years old, wondering how to keep the lights on, flat broke, and applying to a shit job at a fast food joint just trying to survive? Put money away. Don't touch it. Get the employee match. How to deal with being insulted roasted without being childish back. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.